Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see what is unidirectional and bidirectional in nodejs. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Yes, so as you can see on my screen, here we have few points regarding unidirectional and bidirectional. So first let's see what is unidirectional first. Okay, so unidirectional is something which is a one-way direction to the server. Okay, so here we are talking about the communication between client side and the server side. Okay, how exactly our front end, which is client side, will going to interact with the back end, which is server side. Okay, so in the unidirectional, how exactly it will happen is client initiates all the communication. Here in the unidirectional, backend will not going to request anything to the front end, but front end will going to request to the backend. Okay, and it's a stateless communication. It means all the requests which are coming from the front end, which is client side, will be independent. Okay, and this will be based on HTTP protocol. Okay, so there are multiple HTTP protocols which we are going to see in the next video, but here it will be the common for REST APIs. Okay, the HTTP protocol. So it will be less overhead as it is a very simple and scalable, and also best for actions like submission forms and API calls and doing the CRUD operation and other things related to the operations. Okay, so that covers the unidirectional. Let's check what is bidirectional. Okay, so bidirectional is something where client will going to request to the backend without expecting the response in return. Okay, and the same way the server will going to do, server going to send a request to the front end but not going to expect any output in return. Okay, so let's see what are all points we have for bidirectional. Both client and server can send the messages anytime. Okay, so and the second thing, we have persistent connection. Okay, WebSocket stays open after initial handshake. It means whenever front end connected with the back end, we using the WebSocket, at that time connection will be stays open until unless client will go down or change the port to the something else. Okay, until unless the connection will be stays open, and it will be event driven. Okay, it will going to enable pushing data like notification or chatbot. So if you see generally in the other applications, we have this notifications. Okay, so using the bidirectional way also, only we can do that. Okay, and we have high complexity and memory usage. The reason is as it is going to stage the connection all open, that's the reason the memory consumption will be more into this. Okay, and it will be best suited for the real-time applications like chatbot application, live dashboard, or multiplayer games, etc. Okay, and here is I have a diagram to explain you about this. Okay, so for unidirectional, you can see here we have this front end, which is our client side, and back end, which is our server side. And you can see front end is giving a request to the back end, and back end is sending the response in return. Okay, and similarly we have the bidirectional, but the thing is here front end is going to request to the back end but not going to expect anything in return. The same way back end will going to do the request to the front end but not going to have the response back, and the request they can do at any time. Okay, but here when the front end requests to the back end, then only back end will going to react to that request. Okay, so this is about the unidirectional and bidirectional in nodejs.